Bombs shake the earth, but tonight it is the truth shaking under our feet. The truth of assassinations, honey traps, courtroom blackmail, and a surveillance industry exported worldwide. By the end of this video, you will see how Israel's black arts shape United States policy, starve Gaza, and demand a choice from you, silence or courage. You're watching the progressive wave, a home for truth, a force of resistance, and a promise of no compromise. All governments run covert operations, but Israel perfected the spectacle. In 1946, Irgun's bombing of the King David Hotel killed scores and pioneered terror as a media event. Even sympathetic historians admit it set the modern template for political violence designed to capture global attention. The goal was to turn Palestine into a glass house where the world could watch. Today, when Netanyahu gifts a golden pager to a United States president, when Mossad operatives boast of their exploits on primetime television, it is not secrecy, it is branding, and the product is impunity. Assassination enforces the line. Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who dared to sign a peace accord, was gunned down by an Israeli extremist. His widow blamed Netanyahu's incitement for creating the climate that made it possible. The lesson? Negotiation meets the bullet. Violence, and the constant whisper of it, polices the boundaries of dissent. Whose safety counts inside that boundary, and whose life is priced outside it. Silence is not neutral, it is a policy choice. Honey traps and sexual compromise make up another file in the cabinet. Mordechai Vanunu exposed Israel's secret nuclear arsenal. For that, a Mossad operative posing as Cindy lured him to Rome, drugged him, and smuggled him into a trial held in silence. He spent nearly 2 decades behind bars, and even now his speech and movement are shackled. This is not a spy thriller, it is documented history. And the lesson is clear. Every secret has a purpose, almost always to shield the powerful, never the powerless. Drop a comment right now. Do you believe secrets protect people, or only power? The law should be the final refuge of the oppressed. Yet the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice have faced smear campaigns, leaks and threats when they probed Israel's crimes. Prosecutors were told arrest warrants would destroy the court. Judges who ordered new investigations saw them buried. And a ruling that found Israel plausibly committing genocide was later walked back in public interviews, as if the world had misheard. 3 facts stand unshaken. Cases are filed, pressure is applied, and truth is delayed. If the law is a lighthouse, why do so many work so hard to smash the bulb? Comment below. Justice hijacked if you think the courts are compromised, or courts matter if you still believe they can work. Careers are destroyed to send warnings. Norman Finkelstein meticulously exposed the errors in Alan Dershowitz's defense of Israel. For that, he was denied tenure and smeared through his own mother's Holocaust survival story. Another professor, Mara Finkelstein, lost her job after reposting a Palestinian poet, despite her university's own investigation finding no wrongdoing. Academic freedom means especially when it is inconvenient. Then comes the export. Unit 8200 veterans launch cyber firms. Former Mossad chiefs headline security conferences. Emails show Jeffrey Epstein and former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak exploring surveillance ventures with American tech elites. The logic is consistent. Unrest equals opportunity, and data is dominion. A camera in every hand is not freedom when the code reports to occupation. The glamour machine props it all up. Western media repeats Mossad legends like box office scripts while ignoring the rubble underfoot. Meanwhile, United Nations agencies report famine in Gaza. The World Food Programme warns of catastrophic hunger, with women and children dying from preventable starvation. That is not a natural disaster, it is a policy outcome. If you believe in democracy, equality, compassion, how do you square those values with policies that deliberately starve children? Feed children, not the war machine. We say in the United States that we stand for law over force, truth over propaganda, people over profit. Yet we bankroll weapons while prosecutors are threatened. We parade academic freedom while dissident scholars are buried. We brag of liberty while a surveillance economy born of occupation now polices our neighborhoods. Any freedom that requires their chains is not freedom. It is dominion. The pattern is unmistakable. Assassinations and rumors to police dissent, honey traps and shame to seize the private, courts bent by pressure to launder the public, careers destroyed to warn the rest, and a surveillance machine sold worldwide. Over it all, the spectacle of spies as heroes while the grieving are told to stay silent. But the grieving have names, and the record has receipts. Gaza is not a morality play. It is a mass casualty event recorded by journalists and aid agencies who keep counting the dead, the maimed, and the starved. If you felt a knot in your chest just now, hold on to it. Knots are how conscience ties us to one another. If this shook something loose in you, comment "Free Palestine" below and tell one person why. Share this video with a friend who thinks neutrality is moral high ground. Subscribe and stay. We will keep bringing you the evidence, the testimonies, and the law that refuses to glamorize the black arts and insists on the rights of the living. Israel's intelligence military complex has refined assassination, honey traps, blackmail in the courts, career destruction, and global spying into a single machine of impunity. We can be the country that keeps buying the show, or the community that breaks the spell. Like, share, and subscribe, because truth without amplification is only a whisper, and children cannot eat whispers.
Thank you for tuning in and supporting our journey at the Progressive Wave, where knowledge, New York City, and community come together to make a difference. Every view, comment, and share strengthens our growing community, and we're excited to have you along for the ride. Our mission is simple: to dive into the heart of today's most pressing issues, examining current events, news, and politics through a critical, human-centered lens. With so much unfolding in the world, it is easy to feel disconnected or overwhelmed. But that is why we are here. We aim to bring clarity and context, shining a light on the stories that shape our lives, while empowering our audience to think critically, ask questions, and get involved. And of course, as a New York City-based platform, we are passionate about sharing the magic of New York City with you. From hidden gems to iconic landmarks, we cover everything that makes this city unique and resilient, adding a local flavor to our discussions on broader social and political matters. But what really sets the Progressive Wave apart is our dedication to community engagement. This is a space for shared learning and discussion, where your ideas and suggestions fuel the conversation. Have a topic you are passionate about? Share it with us. We are listening, and we might just feature it in an upcoming video. So if you have not yet, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Let us navigate the complexities of our world together, one video at a time. Thanks again for watching. We cannot wait to see you back